All right, so I've been working on my blanket for a little while now, and you can see I have a long stretch of knitted fabric here in front of me. Once you've gotten to 15 inches, you're ready to change to your next color stripe. Now in the pattern, you'll notice it mentions something about garter ridges. Again, something you're probably not familiar with, but I'll cover that right now. When you look at your knitted blanket here, you're gonna see these rows of bumps all across your fabric. Each little row of bumps here is gonna be one garter ridge. And to take it a step further, one garter ridge is actually made up of 2 rows. So if you're thinking about 62 ridges, it's 124 rows. So I have my 15 inches here, my 62 garter ridges. So I'm gonna show you how to change to your next color, which I have right here. So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to cut your first yarn that you've been using here. Now you don't want to cut it up close. You're going to want to leave about 6 to 8 inches, and that's so we can weave them back into your blanket later on, and that's going to not just hide the yarn tails, but it's also going to secure it and keep anything from unraveling later on. So I have my little scissors here, and it doesn't have to be super accurate. You just want to make sure you're not cutting up very close. So I'll just cut it right here. And then now I'm going to start with my new color. I'm adding the white next. And again, you want to make sure to leave about 6 to 8 inches on the other side before you start your knit stitch. Something that I do is I just kind of hold these up and make them kind of equal like this. And then I know I want to start knitting with my new color right around here. So you just want to slide up your stitches. And you start the same exact way as you've been knitting across your rows. You insert your needle into your very first stitch. And then to keep everything kind of at the same tension, I'm actually going to hold both of these yarns together with my right hand. You make your very first stitch and slide it off the needle. And everything's going to be really loose here in the beginning, but don't worry about it. We can easily tighten everything up later on. And then you just go across your row, knitting into the next stitch with your new color. And that is the way you change color and you start your stripe patterning. So now you can see here, I've started adding white. And again, this is going to be a little bit loose, but don't worry about it. So as you continue across your row, you're going to get your very first layer of white, your very first row, and then you just build upon that just like you did for your very first stripe. So you want to continue with the next color for another 15 inches or 62 garter rows. So I'm going to get back to work on this and then I'll meet you there.